My name's Chas Bruns. I'm just a goofy guy who loves to travel, and just like you, I want to see as much of the world as I can. The only difference is I happen to be a filmmaker, and I bring my camera pretty much everywhere, which means you're going to get to find out some of the best places in the world to eat, some of the best people in the world to meet,
howdy, partner,
and where to go to have a damn good time. And the best part is, I'm gonna show you how to do it all dirt cheap. Hey, you've been watching all these videos and you still haven't subscribed? Come on, you lazy bum. Just click it. Get it over with. Quebec City. It's like Europe in Canada, only cheaper. It's an amazing French-speaking city made for lovebirds. But if you're single, there's some awesome stuff for you too. To get into the city from the airport, you can take the number 78 bus for $2.73 US. But I only live 4.5 hours from Quebec City, so I drove. And to save even more money, I'm staying at a campsite 25 minutes outside of Old Quebec. It costs $29.64 US. And it's legit in the woods. It's not some fake city campground. It's got a rec center with vending machines and foosball, a playground, a gazebo, and an outdoor pool to boot. And of course, a place to take a hot shower. And as you can tell, it's a little rainy today, but we're not letting that get us down. We're going on the 40-minute hike from our campsite to Montmorency Falls. And I'm not gonna lie, I thought it'd be a little bigger. I conquered it pretty easily. Totally joking. This is just a teeny waterfall on the way to the real waterfall. Beautiful. Oh, and I forgot to mention I'm traveling with my friend Ryan Curlis. He plays drums in some rock bands. Speaking of which, enough of this cheesy French music. I'm gonna play you some of Ryan's music. This is Just My Luck by Chris Ross in the North. If you like it, support him and go buy it. Unlike Niagara Falls, you can walk right up to the base of this thing, for free. This waterfall is insane. It's 2 miles from our campground. It's free to walk in here. Ryan and I are literally the only ones here today. It's incredible.
world's smallest toad.
You can take the number 55 RTC bus from the campground into town. We're going to the waterfront. Ryan found a cool park. It looked like fun, so I joined in. Believe it or not, we were still sober at this point. But not for long. Luckily, we stumbled upon a place where you could sip and dip. Piece of pizza and a beer, feet in the water, on the waterfront. We like it.
It's great.
Now we're headed to the Museum of Civilization, $7.80 US. But once you bought a ticket, it gets you a 20% discount on a bunch of museums throughout the city. Brains, tons of brains, and the skulls that were once inside. No matter what your taste in art, there's something for everyone. The other band Ryan plays in is called Armies. This is their song, At Home. My personal favorite, the singularity is near. They even had some old cell phones. Time flies. It was a perfect mashup of old, new, and downright weird. I liked it. Time for the Chateau Frontenac. It's free to walk around and you can take as many cheesy Canon photos as you want. Feel like I'm in France. Let me light up a cigarette. Try to blend in with these foreigners. Screw that. Remember kids, smoking's for losers. And there's way better vices to have, like gelato. Available right on the boardwalk. It might even be worse for you than cigarettes, but I don't care.
I'm getting maple gelato. Ooh la la.
Ryan found a Salvador Dali right in front of the Chateau Frontenac.
They have an original Salvador Dali sculpture from someone's private collection worth $3.6 million that they donated to the city to be available for free for the entire summer. It's pretty sweet.
The Chateau's free to walk around, but it's big. You might want to take a horse and buggy. Just joking, it's not that big. It opened in 1893 and was originally built for the Canadian Pacific Railroad Company. Winston Churchill and Franklin D. Roosevelt stayed here for the Quebec Conference in 1943, and Alfred Hitchcock filmed I Confess here in 1953. And obviously, it's not cheap to stay here. But remember, you can walk around everywhere outside for free. And you can't beat free. The next block over is the Notre-Dame Basilica, $4.68 US, but we got to go in for free because they were under construction. Still beautiful though. Time for dinner. Everything around the Chateau Frontenac is pricey, but I found some cheap egg rolls. After dinner, I grabbed a 6-pack at the gas station for $7.80 US. Time to head back to the campsite. This song is Trust the Universe by Armies. I'm sure the guests are having a great time at the Chateau Frontenac, but I'm pretty good with this. Tonight we're staying at the Hostel of Peace. It's in the heart of old Quebec. They have free breakfast, free Wi-Fi, and if you want to save some cash and buy groceries, you can always cook them in their kitchen. We got a private room with 2 beds for $31.20 US per person. Started the day walking through some art vendors. Didn't find anything that tickled my fancy, but if you're into arts and crafts, come check it out. Since it doesn't cost anything to walk around, I kind of consider it a free outdoor art gallery. From here we decided to walk up to the old Citadelle. It costs $12.48 US to get in, but it's free to walk around the perimeter. The Citadelle is the oldest military installation in Canada, and it's still an active base for the Canadian Armed Forces. For some reason there were no armed guards while we were there, so Ryan decided to act a fool, although there was probably a sniper eyeing him. But we couldn't stay to find out. We were headed to the rotating restaurant. It's got 360-degree views around the city. And don't worry, the floor rotates, so no matter where you sit, you'll get a good view. There's the Citadelle we were just at, and that's where Kendrick Lamar, Pink, and Backstreet Boys are about to perform. More on that later. Right now, it's time to eat. But of course, I gotta film it first. If you come at breakfast time, you can get soup of the day for $4.68 US, but we came during brunch, so we had to pay a little bit more. So we're up here in a rotating restaurant for $14.50 US. You get this huge gourmet omelet with a salad, blueberry yogurt, black coffee. It's a little overcast, but I can't imagine this ever being a bad view. After we ate, we walked around in the free Battlefields Park. Its significance lies in the Battle of the Plains of Abraham, the British victory over France, which led to the development of Canada. Then they built these big towers, just in case those pesky Americans tried to invade. For $13.26 US, you can go inside the tower and you'll get a 45-minute historic bus tour as well as admission to the Plains of Abraham Museum. But we didn't have time for all that, so we continued walking through the free park. There's historic cannons everywhere, and we also found a water fountain, surrounded by a garden. Just a few blocks away is the art district, and it was making me feel artsy, so I decided to draw a portrait of Ryan. He wasn't really feeling it, but I didn't give him much choice. My art's very abstract. I focused on his eyes. I promised him it'd be good. And this is how it came out. Not exactly what I wanted. Ryan was not impressed. He told me I needed to go see some real art, so we hit up the National Museum. Speaking of artistic talent, this is another track from Ryan's band, Chris Ross and the North. I love this museum. They have over 25,000 pieces of art, so I can't show them all. But here's a few. With our 20% off from the first museum, it cost $8.80 US. We took an Uber back into the old city for $6. If you like history, come here. Musicians and artists everywhere. I'm gonna go check out the art on the side of this building. That looks like the same guitar player I was just hanging out with. Ryan and I are on a mission to find somewhere cheap to eat. Luckily for us, we stumbled into Pub de Borgia.
So we just got into Old Quebec. We were walking around the city and Ryan and I stumbled upon the Pub de Borgia. $10 you get a hot dog, chips, and a beer.
After dinner, we just walked around and checked out the old buildings. I found an awesome bench swing and a dessert spot. Frozen maple syrup.
There you go. Ours is best.
The best, you heard it here. Cavity.
Quebec always has street performers, but this week is the Free Summer Festival, so there's tens of thousands of extra people roaming the streets.
Let's go!
Here's another song from Ryan's band. In my opinion, the best time to visit Quebec is during the summer festival, because even the locals are in a great mood.
We love the Quebec Summer Festival!
Okay, we obviously told him to say that. But I'm telling you, everybody's just in great moods.
Oh, I know you guys.
Hey!
Happy Summer Festival. Happy Summer Festival. My friends.
I swear we didn't stage that either. People in Quebec are just nice. They even took us to the free outdoor concert. As you can tell, we had a horrible time. And I'm not lying, this is free. All you gotta do is put some shoes on and show up. Well, you might want to wear some pants too, but you know what I mean. Tonight we're staying at the Manoir de Remparts. It's just down the street from our last hostel. $35.10 US per person. Comes with free breakfast, but if it doesn't fill you up, check this out.
J'ai faim et j'ai soif. Je voudrais manger une crêpe. Allons-y.
Let's learn French together.
Thank God for high school French class.
Each other the language of love.
But don't worry, pretty much everyone speaks
We'll
English.
be sipping on our champagne while we're counting the stars above.
The song you're hearing was written by my dad, Rick Bruns, and his writing partner, Greg Lunn. I played drums and bass.
Arm in arm together.
Ryan was a decent date, but I'm still hoping to find a beautiful Canadian girl.
Strolling the Champs-Élysées.
Vous devriez aller au spot, c'est vraiment un endroit incroyable, puis les hot dogs sont vraiment pas très chers.
We'll have to take Rachel's advice and go check out Le Spot later today. But for now, we're going to go take a look at Musée du Fort. Its main attraction is a sound and light show about the battle on the Plains of Abraham. But we didn't have time for that, so we just checked out some of their artifacts. If you want to go, after your 20% off coupon and the exchange rate, it's $5.30 US. But we couldn't stay. We were going shopping. We're getting some custom shirts made at T-Unique. I somehow always manage to get lost when I travel, so I decided to get a shirt with Ryan's picture on it. That way when someone finds me wandering aimlessly in the streets, they'll know who to return me to.
It's me.
Just like a dog collar, I'll never get lost again. The whole thing only takes about 10 minutes and it costs $19.50 US. And they'll print you whatever you want as long as it doesn't break any laws. I'm never taking this off. And now back to the festival. All this dancing's making me hungry. Time for Mary's popcorn shop. $2.88 US. Oh look, a pub. Guess we're gonna have to go check it out. Ooh, live music. And $5 beers. After a beer, why not go to the tallest point in the city? The Observatoire. $8.58 gets you an interactive map of the city with some sweet views. And they also have a cool sound and light show. The first showcases the cultural heritage of Quebec, and the second has some drone footage flying through the old city. But we didn't stay long because I wanted to go check out Le Spot. Rachel mentioned the cheap hot dogs, but I'm here for the line dancing. Hopefully one of these episodes I'll actually learn how to dance. But not today. I'm just better at eating hot dogs. And Martin here knows how to cook them up good. After the hot dog, we thought it best to get some exercise, so we walked to the free park, Saint-Roch Garden. And I know a lot of people don't like hot dogs, so let me show you another dinner option. Bureau de Poste, probably my favorite restaurant in Quebec City. And why is that? I kid you not, everything on the menu is $5. You heard right, $5. Each item you see here is $4.95 a piece. I'm not joking. But wait, it gets better. With the exchange rate, it's actually $3.86 a piece. Poutine. Fries, cheese curd, and gravy. Oh yeah. Wash it all down with some $3 whiskey shots. And they've got the nicest waitstaff in town. And just around the corner is another sweet spot, Derventeur. The ambiance is great, but the reason people love this place is you can go shopping and get a drink in the same room. The $4 shots are pretty sweet too. We slowly made our way back to the free festival, drinking as much water as we could along the way. We've walked a lot today, gotta stay hydrated. So tonight the Backstreet Boys are performing, but we're going to the free stage. It's a beautiful night and the sunset is gorgeous. There's all sorts of weird stuff you can do at this festival. We're gonna go do a 360 camera shot up on top of a tower.
We're gonna shoot a 360 video. Yeah. Hi everyone. Hi. We're in Quebec.
The app even takes 360-degree photos. Very fancy. And if you run on this thing for 60 seconds, the Jardin donates $1 to charity. Or you can play with some remote control cars. Even the local clubs had special events going on. We're at the District on St. Joseph. This is my friend Kristen, and she's having a grand old time dancing to the music of the hip-hop group Bums and Beats. Let's rewind back outside for a second. It's time to check out another free stage. Time for some Quebec City facts. The population is 531,902, the drinking age is 18, and it's the only walled city north of Mexico. It's our last day in Quebec City and we're driving 20 minutes to a water park. And don't worry, if you don't have a car, you can always take their shuttle for $3.90 US, and they'll pick you up right in the city. Before we hit the slides, let's eat some grub. Got a cheeseburger for $5.34 US. It's $35 to get in the park before 10, but if you show up after 3, it's only $29.63 US.
Le parc d'attractions Valcartier est f***ing génial!
See, water parks aren't just for kids. These guys are having a great time. They drove up for the day from Montreal. Maybe I'll join in for a game. On second thought, I'm going to the water park. Time for the water slide. Yeehaw! They call this one the Cauldron. Looks like we're going down that hole. No turning back now. They had a bunch of awesome lazy rivers too.
We love it here!
They're not joking. It really is great here. $3 shots. Oh yeah. And remember, you can do this too. If you like my show, please hit like, subscribe, and comment below. Hell, if you really want to help me out, share it on Facebook, Twitter, and all that junk. Make me famous already. I promise I'll invite you to my yacht parties. But until then, I'll keep making the show on my own dime. And guess what? Ryan and I are hopping in the car and headed to Montreal. If you want to watch that, just click the link below to my main page. That's the end of the show. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.
Yeah, I've always wanted to go to Rio. Take a South American trip to the Azure Seas. Have Jesus' outstretched hands above me. Watch the waves making love to the beach. See, I got caught in a crossfire. Got away by the skin of my teeth. Seems like a good time to take a trip south of the border. Rio seems like a good place to me. Well, I know I would have to leave you. However, the Latin life is calling me. It was good enough for Butch and Sundance. It'll have to be good enough for me. So we'll just have to say goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. You'll have to get along